if you choose to walk away, don't walk away. It's in the palm of your hand now, baby. It's a yes or a no, no, maybe. So just be sure before you give it out to me, out to me. Give it out to me. So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know that you're feeling fine. Baby, do you dare to do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dog.
Oh, somebody else. Oh, sorry.
They're doing.
I'm going to a bike.
Pardon me.
Yeah, this way. Not green.
On peut avoir des problèmes.
You know. Whatever people are doing.
Sounds it, doesn't it?
Hi, sorry, I'm looking for a spot to shoot. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Actually, I looked it up yesterday.
It's a long night.
Troy, some more work.
actually avoided publicity stuff.
Again, I take the good part. See, when you say something that's good,
Benjamin. I'm Jared's. Great, Jared. Oh, God, seriously?
Not anymore. Provincially it is, but not federally.
so are you running against
Reaper. And then Sage. And Sage is Sage is the smell of the Reaper.
No, I'm just an amateur YouTube channel.
Oh, do you have good footage of it all?
Yeah, I think so. I only started after Nathan Phillips Square.
Oh, okay. Well, send in whatever you got to there, man. We'll pay you for it if you're interested.
That'd be awesome.
So
yeah.
Check out the publication, all that.
Sure. Thank you.
Oh, of course. Footage is footage. Stock footage.
That's what I mean.
Maybe.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Do you mind if I film your sign?
This is supposed to be my study day. I read it like 5 times and it was so like
Like speed that. Right, speed that.
Oh wow.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
C-51 has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. C-51 has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. C-51 has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
You know.
Yeah, I barely got out of that.
Yeah. I'll be going.
Done hitchhiking before?
Hi.
This is photo I want.
Sorry.
fear. We are here to reject 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 fear. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is 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 what democracy looks like.
I did a video of Bush is upset.
I get it. What's the big fear about it? We don't want your terror war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down with your police state. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want your terror war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down with your police state. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want your terror war.
Down with your police state.
5, 6, 7, 8. Down with your police state. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want your terror war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down with your police state. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Stand up, fight back.
We don't want your terror war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down with your police state. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want your terror war. Down with your police state. We don't want your terror war.
Here or abroad.
I want to try to help. I don't want just like dear man right along.
That's the idea being that the kid's gonna police what
Hi. Hello. Hi.
That's what I'm saying. It's not too far from me. I can walk there.
The bus is gone.
Watch your back, Rob.
Sorry.
Guys with the sound system locked in the car. I would like to see this lock.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, not a right, left. Oh, this way. All right. Pardon me.
Two.
Do you
Check 1, 2.
Just a thug and a bully
I just want to take a moment to think of everyone who's supporting us, but they can't make it here because they are either in captivity or their ability does not allow them to get here. Sorry, I'll speak louder. I love you! I just want to take a moment to think of everyone who is supporting us, but they can't be here today. Either they're in captivity or their ability does not allow them to be here. We are with you. Solidarity.
I also want to do a shout out for land defenders who are in captivity, who've been standing up for our rights for a long time. We also want to remember our neighbors across the border. Free Leonard Pelche. Thank you.
And now we have Miguel from the Network to Eliminate Police Violence.
Thank you, thank you. Can you give me the back? All right! Yeah, my name is Miguel, and I am a member of the Network for the Elimination of Police Violence. We're here because we are against this bill, C-51. It makes the racism more visible to target minorities, like myself, who is an Aboriginal from South America, and many others, and directly targets activists like everyone here united in front of CSIS! Hiding behind their desk on the 7th floor! It shows a lot of cojones around here. All right. Okay, as a member of a group who opposes the police violence, which is typically based on race, gender identities, class, sexuality, disabilities, mental health, status, indigenous, immigration status, political beliefs, other genders, and other grounds or basis for identity. Brothers and sisters, victory is achievable. The members of the Network Elimination of Police Violence, we are calling to everyone to do what they can do to bring attention to this government's attempt to compromise privacy for false sense of security, while promoting a culture of fear and racism. Please everyone, send a message to your local MP. Bill C-51 is about fear mongering. We shall overcome. We will not be defeated. We shall prevail. I want to make a quick announcement. Our network is holding 2 rallies coming up on March the 19th outside Toronto Police Headquarters at 12 o'clock noon. Please be there. The Board of Toronto Police has been delaying the issue of carding. We know that carding is unfair to many minorities in this city of Toronto. I call on Mayor John Tory, who sits at the board, to stop it now. reject fear, reject Bill C-51. We the people have the power. We the people have the power to change. We are el pueblo! I call on the members of the Toronto Police to hold accountable your peers. If you know that anyone in your community or policing is abusing their powers or rights and freedoms, stop them. I know there are good cops out there, but you need to tell them who are those bad cops and fire them. Remember, buddy, in the words of Che Guevara, we will not be defeated! El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Gracias.
We are here to reject fear.
We are here to reject fear. We are here to reject fear. We are here to reject fear. We are here to reject fear. We are here to reject fear. We are here to reject fear.
It is my pleasure to now introduce Muhammad Ali, spoken word artist and equally at home spitting raps on park benches or picket lines.
How's everybody doing? Still feeling the energy? So, interesting story this morning. I was running late, took a cab to Nathan Phillips to the rally, left my phone in that taxi. If anybody takes a taxi today and sees a black iPhone, well, I guess you can't call me, but holler. But yeah, I wrote a piece just for today, and it's right now driving around somewhere in the back of a taxi. But, you know, we're here to defend our legal rights, our social rights, but our economic rights are also under attack. So what I'm going to do instead of sharing that piece that I had written is share a little bit about what I have to say to Stephen Harper, to the leaders that are not doing enough to defend our economic rights. This piece right here, some of y'all might know the original. It's called Solidarity Forever, and it goes like this. We used to work 9 to 5, then say the time flew by. Now we fighting over scraps like kitchen fruit flies. 2 jobs plus school, still too little. Minimum wage raised, but my rent got tripled. My boss at the cottage talking about austerity, lounging on Muskoka chairs. He ain't trying to share with me. I say the economic action plan's an actual scam. After hand the factory workers find their access banned, they turn this to a war between workers, bosses. Makes no sense, just furthers losses. Now we really see how much mergers costing. Say we get fired? No, not caustic. Unite ourselves between the brain and the brawn. Solidarity forever till your breath is gone. All in together, sister, brother, sing the song. The union, yes, the union makes us strong. All I know for sure, this wage in my pocket, always best protected by my trade union office. Real leaders, boots to the pavement. Puppet politicians, no longer complacent. Break stalemates, be the change agent. Rise to occasion, go and make a statement. We need change now, that's how we won the weekend. No dope or hope to hold afloat, for this is not the season. Life's no fairy tale, we have no night to slay the dragon. Your sword's a picket sign, it's time to strike action. We need to strike with words and fight for workers' rights and freedom. That real revolutionary, I write to be one. Unite ourselves between the brain and the brawn. Solidarity forever till your breath is gone. All in together, sister, brother, sing the song. The union, yes, the union makes us strong. So I got one more short piece. Again, looking at our economic rights and what's it like dealing with these issues today, you know, as young workers from across Canada. This one right here is called Precarious Work, and it goes a little something like this. Let's have a dialogue about private sector pirate laws. The right to work for less has got us in a fight for jobs. We sign a union cover pride because we're going haywire. This is the Haymarket riot mob. Flipping burgers with a bachelor's degree. Serving to you are my masters. What's the matter to me? Call me a millennial. Facebook status, Instagram addict, PlayStation, Xbox having. They tell me get a job. Okay, where's the job? You got some nerve, sir. Some wherewithal. Why you think graffiti kids is trying to mark the spot? You don't think we'd rather have a pension and a parking spot? You don't understand. Must be in the dark a lot. I can't even get an interview at Target, dog. Yo, you work at Mickey D's? What's it like there? Starbucks? How's the child care? Is she babysat? Where your wages at? Rent, food, utilities, are you making that? Does your hard work seem to have an odd worth? Do your arms hurt? Damn, does your car work? Do you ride the train across the whole city map, spend the first 2 hours making that back? Now, how much are you worth as a whole? $11 an hour seem a little bit low? I mean, did you even know? Did you ever think if we all walked out, stores closing in a blink, all calling sick, who'd stock the shelves? Bosses took over, what they do just as well. Was the clothing sell itself, putting dollars in their pockets? No? Does the crash register the profit? You the people, stand up. We the people, get your hands up. Unless you in handcuffs, I wanna see you amped up. We the people, keep them hands up. You the people, stand up. We the people, keep your hands up. Unless you in handcuffs, I wanna see you amped up. We the people, keep them hands up.
Defeated. The people united will never be 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 defeated.
This is good stuff, guys. This is great. This is filling my heart up with hope. Thank you. 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 It is my pleasure to now announce Yogi from No One Is Illegal.
Hi everyone. Being here reminds me of the rallies that we've had here right at the CSIS office with Mohammed Majoub, who people probably know by this point because he's been in the news so much. One of the 5 Arab men who's been held and detained for the past 15 years under the security certificates that Paul Copeland referenced earlier. Shame! You know, there is no question that Bill C-51 is another example of this conservative government's repugnant political agenda. The irony of the situation, as many people before me have pointed out here, is that if you consider this government's record on any issue, whether they be of election scandals, environmental regulations, to indigenous people, to the attacks on immigrant communities, their actions, heck, I mean, even their rhetoric fulfills every definition of terrorism there is. They have systematically tried to coerce the people in this country to bend to their horrifying vision for our world. And if they've had to, they haven't been shy of using violence or threats of violence to do so. Shame! And in trying to implement Bill C-51 now, they're trying to take their quest for near totalitarian control a step further, and we have to stop them. But as we mobilize to do that, we must bear in mind that we will not all be affected equally. For many in the migrant community, our charter rights have been a cruel joke for a very long time. They are, for many of us, as meaningless as any apology that comes out of Harper's mouth for the preposterous historical crimes that Canada has committed, the Canadian state has perpetrated against Indigenous people, against the internment camps, and so on and so forth. Even...
Oh, we're not letting us have the
United! Never be defeated! The people united will never be defeated! The people united will never be defeated! The people united will never be defeated! People!
But even without Bill C-51, we live in a country that segregates people into different political and legal categories on this preposterous notion called immigration status.
What's that?
And those who are said to belong here in Canada changes constantly, consistently, including those who are larger than the percentage of those who are racialized, poor, and struggling to survive under the plastic heel of this ruthless economic system. They're denied any sense of stability and dignity. Instead, for them, the Canadian state hazardous store exploitative working conditions, endless detention,
What can you do to make it difficult?
Maybe this generator running out. That's a secret quarter secret conspiracy, maybe?
Sorry, I got bad hearing.
They have denied migrants any sense of stability and dignity. Instead, for them, the Canadian state has to store exploitative working conditions, endless detention, underground airport dungeons, and forced deportations with no hope of this nightmare ever ending, with the sole crime of being alive. For years now, this government has used medieval legislation like the so-called security certificates that people have talked about, particularly against those who are Muslim, who are detained without charge and based on questionable evidence of secret evidence collected by CSIS. Years now, people like Mohammed Majoub, Mohammed Jabala, and Mohammed Harper. Rapidly escalate as migrant communities along with it.
Should go to
Back!
All right. If Bill C-51 were to become a law, these already brutal attacks will rapidly escalate, and migrant communities, along with indigenous communities who are fighting to defend their sovereignty, will be first on the line of targeting. Those of us who have opposed this bill must fight together and make sure that no one is left behind. Many among us have said that this bill is so egregious that it won't stand a charter challenge in courts, and that may well be true. But some of us have been through this before and know the dirty games that the government has played. The security certificates that I've mentioned before have been quashed, have made their way up the Supreme Court and been quashed not once, but twice in the last 10 years. And every time the government has reintroduced them, made some slight changes and reintroduced the legislation, and they continue to exist today. There is nothing, even if the Bill C-51 were to be destroyed in the Supreme Court, there is nothing stopping them from doing that again. So there is only one real solution to this problem, and all of us being out here gives me hope that this is possible. We have to stop this bill before it becomes a law. Thank you.
Thank you, Yogi, thank you. Up next, we have someone who I actually really look up to. It is Josephine Gray.
Thank you everyone for coming out and being brave and standing up for our rights. I think it's really important for us all to remember that, ultimately, whatever CSIS, RCMP, or all those people do, they're public servants, and we pay for them. They're here to allegedly protect Canadians, and the orders are issued from the Prime Minister's office. They're the ones who control it. This illegitimate government majority is about to sweep a bill through, which is a dictator's wet dream. They have found so many ways to push through things that violate our basic human rights, the human rights treaties this country has signed, the Charter of Rights that Trudeau's father brought into force. These things have to be overturned, and we must overturn it together. But I think it's important also for us to ask our security agencies, why don't you look at the real threat to Canadian security? The real threat is climate change. Why don't you talk to the Pentagon? They said the biggest threat is climate change. And who is the biggest climate change driver of all? Harper himself. What is more terrifying? Some random mentally ill guy coming up on Parliament Hill where for some reason there was no security? Or is it an oil train crashing in a community and destroying lives and homes? politicians and the police that they're ordered to work with to stand up for everyone's rights in this country, including their own. They have a right to defend our rights, and they have a right to say no as well. Remember Nuremberg. I was following orders is not enough. We all have to stand together because the people who are running this country are funded by foreign interests. The CSIS mandate is to investigate foreign interests that threaten our nation. So find out where the money's coming from. The Koch brothers. They own the tar sands and the pipeline down to the refineries. They stand to make $100 billion. And the oil industry's already stolen $32 billion this year from this country. As a grandmother, I say the terror lies in the leadership. Illegitimate leadership. Their first duty is to uphold and respect our human rights. And so is the first duty of everyone in the security community, the police community, and everyone else. So we are all doing our duty and standing in our responsibility to stand here today and say no to a terror bill that is just there to allow them to break the laws of this country and suppress our population. This is just the beginning. We're going to get together, we're going to organize, we're going to keep organizing. There's going to be a meeting, a town hall on March 29th at the Steelworkers Hall. An assembly for us to continue to organize and move forward. 10 o'clock in the morning, I want to see everybody there. We have to continue to stand together. They can't arrest everybody. I will not be labeled a terrorist for trying to influence the government to stand up for my children's human rights and for their right to have a future. I will not allow them to beat my friend in New Brunswick for trying to defend her land from a corporation that was trespassing. It's time for us to defend our land, our water, our future, and do whatever it takes. And this bill is designed to stop us from doing that. This bill is the last straw. It's their last act. Let it be their last act. Harper should be impeached. Who's bought and paid for Harper's agenda. Go digging and investigate on our behalf. Go do your job as a public servant to protect our nation from people like Mr. Harper. And as for Trudeau, if you don't like it, vote against it. And every one of us has the right to tell every person who is elected in this country to serve our interests to stand up against it, en masse, refuse it. If their phony majority manages to pass this bill, we'll kill it, one way or the other. But at least show the population where you really stand. If we've elected you, stand up for us and prove it. So we're not going to stop here today. This is just the beginning. Keep coming together. Come out on March 29th. Come out every time there's a chance. Pick up the phone, write a letter, go visit them, talk to them. The people we elect, the people we pay to serve us, need to listen to us and actually serve us, and not a hidden agenda by a Koch brother-backed maniac whose only intent is to ruin this country forever. Bless you all for having the courage to come out today. Don't ever stop. Bless you.
I have an announcement to make. Chris Hedges got held up in Windsor, Ontario. So we thank him for attempting to get get here. Unfortunately, the airplanes did not cooperate. We are very sorry about that. But we do have his speech, and we do have some of the very dedicated organizers who have been working at this full-time for the last 2 weeks. Putting on an emergency rally is really crazy, awesome fun. I recommend everyone try it. So, without further adu, I'm going to bring up some of my fellow organizers, and we're going to read pieces of Chris's speech. And just a reminder, CSIS is right there. Hello!
Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer. This speech is 7 pages long. So obviously us reading it is not going to have the same impact as it would if he was. So we're just going to read parts of it to you and actually try to find a way where we can post it where people will be able to have access to it. Alright, I need reading glasses, which I don't have, so bear with me. There are no internal constraints left to halt totalitarian capitalism. Electoral politics is a sham. The media is subservient to corporate power. The working class is impoverished. The legal and political system cravenly is a subsidiary of the corporate state. Any form of dissent, no matter how tepid, is soon to be blocked by an internal security apparatus empowered by anti-terrorist laws that will outstrip anything dreamed of by the East German Nazi state. And no one in Ottawa or Washington intends to help you. Sorry. Any state that has the ability to inflict full spectrum dominance on its citizens is not a free state. It does not matter if it does not use its capacity today. It will use it. History has shown. Should it feel threatened or seek greater control, the goal of wholesale surveillance, as Hannah Arendt wrote, is not in the end to discover crimes, but to be on hand when the government decides to arrest a certain category of the population. No one who lives under constant surveillance, who is subject to detention anywhere at any time, whose conversations, messages, meetings, proclivities, and habits are recorded, stored, and analyzed, can be described as free. The relationship between those who are constantly watched and tracked and those who watch and track them is the relationship between masters and slaves, and this makes us slaves. And it makes what is happening here today a slave revolt. There will, if this law is not halted, be no legal check on power. Official bodies will operate with impunity outside the law. Citizens will be convicted on secret evidence in secret courts. Citizens will be subject to arbitrary searches and arrests. Due process will be eradicated. Internal security organs will serve as judge, jury, and executioner. And I just lost my spot. Wait a second. I'm so sorry. Alright. Oh, here it is. The outward forms of democratic participation, voting, competing political parties, judicial oversight, and legislation will be meaningless forms of absurdist political theater. All right, I'm going to pass this over.
My name is Chris Lamb. I'm one of the organizers, and here we go. The power structure and its liberal apologists dismiss the rebel as impractical. Sorry. I love you. The power structure and its liberal apologists dismiss the rebel as impractical and see the rebel's outsider stance as counterproductive. They condemn the rebel for expressing anger at injustice. The elites in their apologies call for calm and patience. They use the hypocritical language of spirituality, compromise, generosity, and compassion to argue. that the only alternative is to accept and work with the systems of power. The rebel, however, is beholden to a moral commitment that makes it impossible to stand with the power. The rebel refuses to be bought off with foundation grants, invitations to parliament, television appearances, book contracts, academic appointments, or empty rhetoric. The rebel is not concerned with self-promotion or public opinion. The rebel knows that, as Augustine wrote, hope has two beautiful daughters, anger and courage. Anger at the way things are, and the courage to see that they do not remain the way they are forever. The rebel is aware that virtue is not rewarded. That act of rebellion defines itself. You do not become a dissident just because you decide one day to take up his most unusual career. Václav Havel said when he battled the communist regime in Czechoslovakia, "You are thrown into it by your own personal sense of responsibility, combined with a complex set of external circumstances. You are cast out of the existing structures and placed in a position of conflict with them. It begins as an attempt to do your work well and ends with being branded an enemy of society." The dissident does not operate in the realm of genuine power at all. The dissident is not seeking power. The dissident has no desire for office and does not gather votes. The dissident does not attempt to charm the public. The dissident offers nothing and promises nothing. The dissident can offer, if anything, only his or her own skin. And the dissident offers it solely because the dissident has no other way of affirming the truth he or she stands for. The dissident's action simply articulates his or her dignity as a citizen, regardless of the cost. We have the moral capacity to say no, to refuse to cooperate. Any boycott or demonstration, any occupation or sit-in, any strike, any act of obstruction or sabotage, any refusal to pay taxes, any fast, any popular movement, and any act of civil disobedience ignites the soul of the rebel and exposes the dead hand of authority. There is beauty, and there are the humiliated, Camus wrote. Whatever difficulties the enterprise may present, I should like never to be unfaithful either to the second or the first. There is a time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart, that you can take part, that you can't take part, you can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels and upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
The capacity to exercise moral autonomy, the capacity to refuse to cooperate offers us the only route left under our system of corporate totalitarianism to personal freedom and to a life with meaning. Rebellion is its own justification. Rebellion allows us to be free and independent human beings, but rebellion also chips away, however imperceptibly, at the edifice of the oppressor and sustains the flames of hope and finally love. And in moments of profound human despair, these flames are never insignificant. They keep alive the capacity to be human. We must become, as Camus said, so absolutely free that existence is an act of rebellion. Those who do not rebel in our age of totalitarian capitalism, who convince themselves that there is no alternative to collaboration, are complicit in their own enslavement. They commit spiritual and moral suicide. No one in the halls of power here in Toronto or in Washington will halt the rise exercise of the most sophisticated security and surveillance state in human history. The corporate coup is over, and they have won. We will free ourselves or remain in bondage. We will reclaim our democracy or stand by passively as it is extinguished. There are no external saviors. We are the people we have been waiting for. We are the people we have been waiting for. I do not know if we can build a better society. I do not even know if we will survive as a species. But I know these corporate forces have us by the throat. And they have my children by the throat. I do not fight fascists because I will win. I fight fascists because they're fascists. And this is a fight that in the face of the overwhelming forces against us requires us to find in all acts of rebellion the embers of life, an intrinsic meaning that lives outside of certain success. It requires us to, at one grasp reality, and then refuse to allow this reality to paralyze us. It is, as I say to the people of all creeds and no creeds, to make the absurd leap of faith to believe, despite all empirical evidence around us, that good always draws to it the good, that the fight for life always goes somewhere. We do not know where. The Buddhists call it karma. And in these sustained acts of resistance, which are the only hope we have left, we make a possible, better world. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this is a National Day of Action. We are out here in Toronto, and there are people in Calgary, Edmonton,
In Montreal, in Newmarket,
London, Sarnia, Vancouver,
in Victoria, in Winnipeg.
West Kootenays, Ottawa, Halifax.
And there's 42 more cities. There's 55 cities across Canada protesting this right now.
Do you feel that wind? That wind of change? It is here. We are here. We are here. We are here to reject fear. 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 This is Canada's spring of courage. And now for a poem from one of our organizers, Michael.
O Canada, I stand on native land for thee. My fellow Canadians, please listen, because it's a message I want you to see, that we all deserve our civil rights and liberty, that we need to defend what's left of our democracy. I say this with much love, empathetically and compassionately. We must seriously look at this bill, though without fear, basically, clearly and rationally. It may seem by those who designed it amusing that the wording of it can seem confusing. If this thing goes through the way it's meant to be sent, I can find myself labeled a terrorist just alone for this note of dissent. Come on, please. It's ridiculous, more than crazy and beyond silly, to allow our government to create a police state without any accountability. The Charter of Rights was created for a reason, not to make it easier to charge environmental or human rights activists with treason. We must not cater to the propaganda of fear and hold on to our rights that we hold dear. The greatest threat to our democracy, our freedom, of fear or acts of terror, are for those pushing this bill through and the reflections of themselves when they look in the mirror. I hope these words can help you see. Together we can keep Canada, the true north, strong and free. United we can solve this problem before the damning consequences have begun. Let's reject fear. Together, let's stop Bill C-51.
And now for some spoken word and some